charges. Oh my.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there a game you ever rage quit on?
Oh, what game don't I rage quit on?
I mean, like, seriously, I'm never touching this game again.
Call of Duty 2 and Black Ops.
Well, see, that's the
Modern
thing.
Warfare 2
I really,
and Black Ops.
Okay, I really disagree with how Ralph feels about Black Ops. I think Black Ops is a lot better
The game
than
is
Call of
shit.
Duty.
I sit there playing it. I go 25 on like 3. And
No, you don't. No, you
Yes,
don't.
I
You
do.
get raped.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
When I'm actually playing to try, yeah, I do. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
but then
I'm sitting there. Okay, cool. Let me do this. I'm still getting kills. I'm watching everything around. Like, this game's fucking ass.
No.
It's terrible.
No, you would get
shit.
the dick and say how bad this game
Never.
is.
Not once have I ever.
Ralph,
Even when I'm losing, yeah, I complain a little bit about the game being shit. But even
A
when
little.
I'm winning, I complain about the game being shit. Win or lose, I still hate the game.
No.
I think
This is
it's
highly
shit.
entertaining.
I think the last good Call of Duty game was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original.
That was like
That-
the
that-
only of the next gen.
That game is the reason we have all these horde Call of Duty like shooters.
Yes, it is.
Because it was that good, and it's still that good. I go back and play it. The only reason it's hard to play that game really is because of that game everyone is on as a modder. Everybody has that infection bullshit. Everybody mods. I mean, I can't stand going to a game after I just went like a fucking 35-6 kill, destruction spree, and all of a sudden I'm zooming on the map with infinite fucking ammo, and people just lobbing fucking RPGs and noob tubes everywhere. It's like, what the fuck am I playing this game for?
Yeah, what's funny is me and Ralph and another friend of ours, we play Call of Duty 4 and we do this thing with shotguns, and we just run around with shotguns and smoke grenades, and we absolutely destroy everybody. And that's what makes the game is fun because shotguns actually can play a role in that game, whereas you run around with a shotgun in Modern Warfare 2, there's no chance because that game is a lot more. Everybody's a lot more careful, and they play with a lot more. Everyone plays from a distance a lot more.
Yeah.
Black Ops, I still like because the shotgun's is not useless. None of the guns are useless in that game.
Yes, it is.
All the guns are good. No, see that's what I'm saying, Ralph. I have almost a 2.0 kill death ratio, and I don't even play the game religiously. Alright, I use all the guns. I don't run around with the FAMAS like a lot of kids like to in that game.
Once you have a commando, that's it.
No, not true. That gun blows. I don't even use it.
That gun is like...
It is not that good. No, it is not that good at all. The best guns in that game are the AK-74 and the FAMAS. Okay, that gun is nothing special.
It's Call of Duty. Wow, I just messed that up. This podcast brought to you by Call of Duty Black Ops. Maybe we'll get paid for that
sorry,
one.
I still believe we spent more time on Gears of War 3 in the beginning than anything.
No,
This podcast brought to you by Epic Games, inspired fan, Kevin Kiefer.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Rage.
What's funny is I'm actually... Nick just posted a Gears of War 3 gameplay, and I'm in it. I only watch his gameplay if I played in it last.
Yeah, I know.
I don't give a shit what he does.
But
So
I can't think of just going back to the thing. I can't think of something I've like really rage quit on. What about DA and BG? What about you guys?
Recently, Catherine.
Oh God.
I'm going to be playing that, so we're gonna.
Oh my God! I got to the 5th day. I tried to pick it up recently, and I almost threw the controller through the screen.
I've heard that game's really, really hard.
It is hard as crap, and I don't want to look up, how to do it, and I don't want to lower the level. But it's hard.
DA?
None really. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is the hardest difficulty on Bayonetta. I couldn't get past the first stage, which was disappointing. That's it. I don't like. You guys are the gamers.
Tsubasa?
Oh wait, I'm gonna go back. The first Xbox 360 game I ever actually just raged out on and couldn't play was Devil May Cry 4.
That game is terrible.
I couldn't do it. I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan. Like, I started with 3, then I played 1 and 2 because my buddy Brett loved the series. Told me the second game was shit. Told me the first game was decent. I played them. I loved them. I loved the game series. The first game was decent. The second game was shit. But the third game, Devil May Cry 3, is still my favorite game of all time for the PlayStation. So when they announced Devil May Cry 4, I was like, oh shit, awesome. And then I found out it was all this new character named Nero.
Terrible.
I was disheartened, but I still.
You mean Ichigo, right?
I was about to say that. God damn it!
Took my joke.
I'm gonna fucking sue you.
like honestly, that game, I played the first 2 parts, and I fucking just quit. I was like, that's
so much backtracking and the enemies respawn. It is terrible.
I was like, that's it. This game is fucking stupid.
It's terrible. It really is.
And this new game, the new Devil May Cry, the reboot looks.
God.
Dante looks so emo.
I'm sorry.
No. Have you seen the main developer of it? He made Dante look exactly like him.
Of course he did.
You look at this guy. You put their pictures next to each other. Same haircut, same face, same complexion.
Okay, so in other words, this dude wants to put Devil May Cry and turn one of the most badass, manly fucking characters. Dante's pretty much Kamino with demon powers, and you're transforming him into Sasuke.
Tsubasa, rage quit.
Team Fortress 2.
Really?
Oh, you don't want to hear me if I'm on NG Power, one of the modded servers NG Powered, when I get against a bunch of assholes that all run Demo Man and Pyro. I get so fucking mad. People don't want to sit in calls with me when I start yelling at my computer.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Your voice reminds me of one of those characters.
I'm afraid to know which one.
I can't remember.
If you make a muffled scream, you sound like the Pyro guy.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've rage quit at that, and I think there was another game I rage quit at. Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube.
For the PS2?
No, GameCube, the one that had
Link. With Link? Man, I would be playing that just for Link.
I bought it because I wasn't a cool kid. I didn't have a PS2.
But we got Heihachi, and he was terrible.
I think the one game that I hated playing the most, but I still can't stop myself from going back to it, is Counter-Strike.
I'm doing something. You gotta go.
I hate dying in Counter-Strike. I hate when I got my gun pointed at them. I mean, in Counter-Strike, a rule of thumb is when you shoot full auto, you should aim at their feet, just because the bullets are going to rise. Even though it doesn't look like that on the screen, the bullets are going to go up. Yeah. And I'm not that much of a spray and pray dude, but seriously, when I'm bursting my gun at you, okay, and you're standing there and taking it, alright, and you're seriously eating my 5.56 NATO rounds, I get a little mad about that. And if someone eats my bullets and then they kill me, it's immediately escape, quit, and my sure fuck yes. Like that game makes me mad, and I usually don't I don't like rage too hard, but Starcraft 2 makes me kind of mad. Like, in fact, I was telling you guys before, I was playing, and I was shitting on this guy. Alright, he had no chance. I should have won, alright? I 4-gated him. For those of you who don't know, you could Google it. Alright, 4-gate is like, it's pretty much an all-in build. All-in meaning if I don't win with that attack, I'm done for. But what happened is I attacked him, and he expanded early. I killed his expansion, and I force-fielded his ramp. So force-fielding meaning I put like this invisible barrier on his ramp so his workers couldn't go up back to mine at his original base. So I killed all this stuff, and then I made my own expansion, played through the game, and the guy comes and kills me with like GG Lords, okay, meaning Brood Lords, and it's like a late game unit. Either way, I didn't even say good game. I just quit, and I turned off the game. And that's something that I find myself doing that every time I lose a game in Starcraft. It's like I quit the game and then I just immediately quit. Like I shut the game off, go on Facebook for 5 minutes, and like, all right, fuck, I'll try and play again. I'll do the same thing. I'll just quit out because I get so mad because it's not like you play for 5 minutes and you're like, okay, I've had enough. It's like it takes 5 minutes for the game to really unfold. By the time you lose a game, if you lose, it's like 20 minutes of your life you're never getting back.
Like, it's kind of going along that lines. I don't have a specific game I rage quit at, but I have specific moments in a game where I rage quit. This is more along the lines of the last generation of consoles. When you're playing, like, some kind of RPG or some kind of game for about an hour.
Oh, here we go. I know where you're going.
You don't save and the game freezes.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Fuck!
Dead Rising 1. Oh, I dropped that game like a freaking bad habit, man. I couldn't play for like 30 minutes. Like, if I died, and you know, it's so stupid how you save? Man, let me go take a piss so I can save my game. Like, really, bro? I think like the game developers like were trying to like link something together so people didn't forget to shit and piss. But seriously, I played that game. The gameplay is cool. There's nothing better than killing slow zombies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it was just the whole saving thing was stupid. I couldn't deal with it, and that's when I was like, I bought it, I sell it.
Yeah.
I actually have a recent story with this with Metal Gear Solid 4.
Ooh.
I was right before the part where you meet Meryl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I played for like 4 hours after that. And I'm so used to games auto-saving that I forgot you had to save. So after I died one time, I said, okay, I'm done with the game for now. I boot it off. I go back like 3 days later. I start up the game, and I walk, and I'm like, I don't remember being at this part. And I move like 5 steps, and it's the cutscene with Meryl, and I cut the game off, and I have not played it since.
I think the Japanese figured out you were black, so they didn't want it to autosave.
Oh!
Not autosave.
Autosave.
I had that in KOTOR, where like,
Oh God.
like when I first played it on like back on the original Xbox, we're just like, it's probably something along. I was probably on Kashyyyk or something. You know, I'd met and they're like, all right, go to the Shadowlands. And I get all the way to the Shadowlands, right at the end where you're like talking to the star map hologram, and I like pretty much told it to fuck off, and then it sends those really, really strong ass droids to kill you. And I just died, and I'm like, okay, load last save. No!
I've had that happen to me now. Like I just recently bought Mass Effect 1 for the first time forever.
That's another game you gotta save.
Yeah, but get this. I've now had 3 different times where I've gotten an incredibly sick armor for my character. I've gotten seriously, a high spec weapon for myself or a teammate, and I made that made this person a tank. But then, thinking it'll autosave, I get killed. I load the game up. It's all gone.
That's why Mass Effect 2 is so much better because it does autosave.
Oh my God! I so mad. I went into this one cutscene, and I had like this beautiful, like just high spec armor. I was fighting like this whole wave of Geth. Like it was.
I know what planet you're on. I know what planet you're talking about too.
So many. I'm lighting them up. They're not touching me. All of a sudden, I get like EMP'd somehow, and one of the tank fucking Geth shooting their giant plasma cannon. Pretty much, people, if you played Halo, the Wraith tank shot. That's what this thing looked like, and it landed at my feet.
He had hot plasma in his ass.
Yeah, and it killed me. I figure, oh my god, I was just fighting for 15 fucking minutes. I gotta load back up and do this. I load back up, I'm like 20 minutes behind that fucking part in total.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
That
like,
makes,
no.
that makes you, oh, that goes for Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age Origins.
Never
Same
played any
shit.
Dragon Age.
Actually, Dragon Age is a very, very fun game. But yeah, beside from that, I just want to ask, anyone in here have any specific like nerd rage in general? This being
we all
different.
have it to a degree. That's why we're all here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The way I got my gamer tag, it happened at an MLG.
Oh god, I was there.
We had been warming up the day before, and I mean this is the first event. So the first event was Hammerbursts. It was the starting weapon. Hammerbursts make the game.
It's a semi-automatic gun.
And it hurts and it just makes the game way too slow. So I had went down into the middle of the map on Blood Drive and I bodied like 3 people.